In 1930, a man finished writing a document, 400 pages. In it, he described with disturbing precision every mechanism that would one day collapse the entire global economy. Nobody read it. In 2008, it was found on the desk of the one man who saw everything coming. Most people look at history and see the past. AXIOM looks at history and sees the instruction manual. Dimension 6, the vault, where wealth hides its oldest secrets. His name was Roger Babson, a statistician, an economist, a man who believed that numbers told stories people refused to hear. September 5th, 1929, Wall Street was celebrating. Investors called it permanent prosperity. Newspapers called it the new economy. That day, Babson stood in front of 500 businessmen and said something that made them laugh. A crash is coming, and it may be terrific. They called him a fool, a pessimist, a man who didn't understand the new economy. 3 months later, Black Tuesday, the Dow fell 25% in 2 days, $12 billion gone overnight. And Babson had been selling since September. When the market collapsed, he made a fortune. And then, instead of celebrating, he sat down and he wrote the document. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Babson didn't write about numbers. He wrote about people. His central thesis, the one idea he called his axiom of financial collapse, was this: markets don't crash because of bad economics. They crash because of the predictable, repeatable, measurable patterns of human psychology. Panic, greed, denial, hope, despair. In that exact order, every single time. He mapped it, measured it, gave it timelines, and the document sat in libraries, unread, for 78 years. In 2006, a 34-year-old analyst named Michael Burry was doing something unusual. While every major bank in America was buying mortgage securities, Burry was reading old documents, old warnings, old books nobody bothered with. He found Babson's framework, the 5 stages, the pattern: panic, greed, denial, hope, despair. Burry looked at the 2006 housing market. He ran the numbers. He bet against America. His firm spent $1.3 billion on this bet. His investors threatened to pull their money. His partners called him unstable. His board tried to fire him. In 2008, Michael Burry made $2.69 billion in a single year. His investors, the same ones who threatened to leave, made $489 million in profit, despite themselves. But here's the part that never makes it into the articles. After 2008, Burry gave one interview. One journalist asked him, "How did you see what nobody else saw?" He paused for a long time. Then he said, "I didn't see anything new. I just wasn't afraid to see what was already there." That sentence stopped me cold, because Babson said the same thing, almost word for word. In 1930, 2 men, 2 different centuries, 2 different crises, one identical conclusion: the market doesn't hide its patterns. We do. Now I need you to think about something. Babson had the data in 1929. The information was public. Anyone could have read it. Anyone could have acted on it. Almost nobody did. The same pattern in 2006. The same information available. The same result. Why? Why do intelligent people, with all the information they need, still walk straight into exactly the collapse they were warned about? In 1972, a psychologist at Stanford ran a very specific experiment. He gave participants access to exactly the kind of information Babson had: warnings, patterns, data. Then he watched what they did with it. 94% of them ignored it. Not because they were unintelligent, not because they were careless, because of a cognitive mechanism so ancient, so deeply wired into the structure of the human brain, that it has a name. And it doesn't just affect investors. It affects every decision you've ever made, every relationship, every choice, every warning you chose not to hear. That mechanism, that experiment, that name. Next week, Dimension 5, the mind. If you think you're immune, you're already proof that you're not.